Well, hello, Cancer Gang. This is for you if you are dealing with someone currently and you have Cancer in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so, okay? And if you want to book a personal reading or if you need some help with healing, all of that information of how you can book personal services or readings with me is always going to be in the description box of my most recent video. Okay, Cancer? So with that being said, let's get started on this dynamic. A person you are currently dealing with or involved with, that you are in contact with, Cancer Gang, let's get their energy, your energy, and a probable outcome. All right. So, interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's talk about this thing. All right, Cancer. Let's talk about this thing. All right, this is probably going to be heavy on the advice, and understand that outcomes are never set in stone. That's the whole point of tarot, is to give you a heads up so that you can do what you can do in a dynamic to disrupt energy, keep it going in the same direction, or what have you. Let's move to your energy. This is somebody you've got history with. You may have had kids with them, Six of Cups here. And you're kind of looking back on something with a little bit of naivety here. All right? You're looking at the good times, but you're not seeing the yucky stuff. And it's here. It's here. It's here. All right? And you got the Nine of Cups in reverse here. Emotional codependence. You may be dealing with somebody who's fickle too. That sometimes speaks to that. But it can speak to really... you know, trying to rely on somebody else to fill up a cup that only you can fill, okay? And you're looking to get from another person what only you can get from yourself, okay? And your person here, Cancer, and their energy, and you know, could be that something has come out in this whole thing with the High Priestess in reverse, okay? Could be. But, you know, I don't know that that's the case for the most of you. What I really think is going on is that somebody is just ignoring some red flags and not really healed up from something in their own past, okay? I'm getting that a lot for somebody, okay? I think what's going on is when things are happening in this dynamic and maybe before, instead of them being worked through in a healthy way, they're just being swept under the rug, okay? You got in your person's energy the Magician reversed, okay? Somebody's in self-destruct mode or sabotaging the whole dynamic. And I don't know if it's you or your person. It's in your person's energy. So it's one of two things. Either they're in self-destruct mode or they're sabotaging the relationship, or they feel like you are. One or the other. Take what resonates on that. And I know, you know, we're reading for multiple Cancers. So some of you, it may be one way. Some of you, it may be the other. Okay. But, you know, going forward, you know, I think the reasons that this thing has lasted as long as it is because of money or family. We've got the Queen of Pentacles sitting over here. And maybe your person does think that in many ways you are great wifey material or husband material. Take what resonates there. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is often associated with wifey, you know, type energy, okay? Stable, grounded, you know, matriarchal, or however you say that, okay? Type energy, kind of good at running a home, you know, kind of thing. And maybe, you know, maybe you feel like you're doing a good job in that dynamic. Maybe your person has a different opinion. Maybe that's why the Magician is in the reverse, okay? But maybe the reason this Magician is in the reverse in your person's energy is because despite all your best efforts, in your mind, you don't measure up. And I'm not saying that's true, but it could speak to that, okay? So there's a couple of different storylines here going on for my Cancer gang, and I'm not real fond of any of them for you, to be honest with you. I think your person, to be honest with you, a lot of them are busted up over something that goes back before you, okay? I really do. I'm getting that from this Five of Cups in the reverse too, okay? That's kind of what I get, all right? And they wonder if this thing does go by the wayside, if it's not for the best, that it does, sorry. You know, grammar problems here. But okay, going forward. All right, so I got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, this thing is just headed towards endings and taking a break from the whole thing with the 4 of Swords in the upright here. The 2 of Swords in the upright, roadblocks and block communication in the future on the current path. If you stay on this path with this person, that is what I see going forward, okay? And now, let's talk about this thing. As I said, energies can change. They can be disrupted by both or either of you. Now, you can't fix your person, but you can fix you. But, you know, it could be that your person has a change of heart. Maybe you guys come together and you talk about things and you kind of have a heart-to-heart on this thing. And I see that. You know, I don't really get that anybody is cheating per se. What I get is a lot of maybe codependent type energy where you're trying really hard to please somebody, and in their mind, it's just not measuring up. That's the majority of you. That's the story here. And so that's kind of what I'm getting. You're working really, really hard to please someone as being the perfect spouse. Well, guess what? That doesn't exist, okay? You can't be that, but what you can be the best at is stepping into your authentic self by going inside and healing whatever it is that's making you feel emotionally codependent and trying to please this person, okay? And sometimes just doing that alone will disrupt this whole dynamic. I'm not promising anything, but for some of you, that could happen, okay? And if that happened, then you would go to a more peaceful thing with more long-term potential, and perhaps even some apologies might come with this 2 of Swords. But right now, it's not slated for that direction, okay? It's not slated for that. So I don't see it happening unless you and your person do something to disrupt this, you know, train that is headed toward, you know, derailing, I guess is the best way to put it. So it's up to you if you want to disrupt that. Your friendly tarot reader is simply here to give you a heads up and kind of a, hey, you know, there are things you can do to fix this thing. You can't necessarily fix the dynamic, but you can fix you. Now, if you start to work on you and it does disrupt the energy and kind of get the attention of your person, then great. And maybe it requires a sit down and try to work through things. Both of you have to come to the table to do the work, though, because if one does and the other one doesn't, you're not going to then be energetically aligned anymore, and you will miss one another, and things will go by the wayside regardless. But if you do work on you, you'll find peace. That I guarantee you, okay? But if you don't, you'll still have blindfold on, and you'll be looking back at this thing with rose-colored glasses, okay? I'm getting that, too. Okay, really getting that energetically here. But you got some history with this one. I really see that. I really do. And they probably take you for granted. They probably do. But what you need to do is this. When you step into your own power and you start saying, I have value, I'm going to be my own authentic self, I'm going to find myself, set my own boundaries and set my own standards for myself. And then if somebody can't see me, that's on them. When you step into that power, that's when you are the most beautiful, sexiest, most intelligent, smartest, make the most money, all of those things, right? And you're just vibrant, okay? And you step out of this emotional codependence, woe is me kind of thing, right? How can I please this person? That's what I get, Cancer. That's what I get for you, okay? So I think, you know, for some of you, this thing may turn around. For the majority of you, I'm not so sure. For the ones that don't, though, I do think you're going to then say, you know what, I'm stepping into healing mode. That's why that 4 of Cups came out. Taking a break from everything, and I'm going to work on me for a change, right? After a lot of stress and crap, right? Drama, whatever. All right, Moonology for you. Luck is on your side. Sagittarius energy for what it's worth. And don't be caught up in past failures, because you can manifest whatever the heck you want in any area of your life, okay? Whether it's this person we just talked about or something better. It just takes time to work on you, okay? That's all it takes, okay? That's all it takes. There you go. That wolf inside you is meant for far greater things, my love, than howling over lost loves. There you go, Cancer. We must love ourselves so fiercely that when others see us, they know exactly how it's done. Beautiful. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Always, always so humbling and fills my heart with gratitude that you watch me on YouTube and that you trust me to read for you. And certainly those of you that book personal readings with me and mentoring services, very humbling to think that you guys trust me to give you guidance and help. And then the feedback is what really touches my heart. Thank you all so, so much. Have a beautiful, lovely day.